Itari pitari ukukucha, itari pitari ukukucha, chaki chakita ol karispa, maki chakita ol karispa. Chakiri chakiri ukukucha, chakiri chakiri ukukucha, maki chakita ol karispa, chaki chakita ol karispa. These are the words of the ukukus. They are sacred creatures for the Andean culture. They are half human, half bear. Every year, men dress in this black dress and black mask, simulating the Andean bears. They are the only allowed to climb the Ausangate Glacier in June and bring back block of ice back to the community to bless the water, the land, and the crops. However, now the snow is melting. And just like the glaciers, the ukukus are also disappearing. I grew up in a small town in the high Andes of Cusco, Peru, called Paruro. Since little, I was very short, but sometimes I feel lonely, so I found peace in nature. Nature was part of me. I can go out to the field, climb trees, and speak to the trees, and I felt comfort. She's my grandmother and my parents. My grandma, it was my great inspiration. She will tell me stories in Quechua about the world, how much she dreamed to travel and discover the world. Through her, I inherited courage, passion, and adventure. And like her, I got the chance to follow that dream. I was the first of my family to go to university, although my parents imagined me to be a doctor with the city life in the office, with a clean clothes. Instead, I chose biology, often in remote places, often muddy, away from phone signal, and more close to bears than Wi-Fi. My curiosity took me down to the lowland rainforest, hot, humid, loud, and I spent many years in this amazing ecosystem. I learned a lot. One day, in COVID, I received a call, an opportunity in Peru, in a place that I haven't been before, in the cloud forest. At this moment, I felt something, and I say myself, it's time to go. The cloud forest. Yes, the cloud forest is a forest covering clouds almost across the whole year. These clouds are traveling miles and miles from the ocean, from the lowland rainforest, and they're pushed by the winds through the Andes. I live and work in the Andes of Peru in the place called Huayquecha Biological Station, in the middle of the Andes and the Amazon. Here, as I mentioned, the clouds are pushing to the mountains, and the trees are covered in mosses and orchids, and they're all capturing this moisture from the clouds and releasing back to the system. The Amazon is just not the lowland rainforest. The Amazon is more than that. It's from the glacier to the cloud forest. Everything is connected. Everything is a system. At this moment, I felt this is where I belong. This is my passion. However, this amazing ecosystem is under threat. Deforestation and mining are pushing, with climate change, the clouds higher. And from the top, we have cattle and fire that are eating away this amazing ecosystem. The cloud forest is getting smaller and smaller. I used to walk in places that used to be green, alive. Now they are dry, burned, and silent. We are just not losing trees. We are losing water. We are losing life. We are losing stories. But within the mist lives this amazing creature, the Andean bear, also called the spectacle bear, or in Quechua we call Ukuku ucumaris. They are the only bear that is found in South America across the whole Andes. My team and I studied these bears by using camera traps and satellite GPS collars, so we can know where the bears are, what they are eating, and what's the role they are playing in the ecosystem. They are shy. They can weigh up to 170 kilos. They can rub their back on trees as a way to mark territory, but they can also be playful and curious. They travel across the lowland and the highlands, feeding on a variety of trees that they can climb up to 40, 50 meters. They're very skillful climbers. They can even court a mate on the trees. That's something amazing. But they are just not fascinating animals. They are the gardeners of the forest. As they eat fruit from more than 200 species of trees, they can spread these seeds in their droppings, and they help the trees to grow and regenerate the forest. Bears are forest, forest is water. Water is the Amazon, and the Amazon is the lung of the planet. Our data shows something remarkable. These bears are using national protected areas, mining concessions, community lands. They are showing us that nature doesn't know about boundaries. It's not enough to protect areas. We need to listen to bears, and we must work with people and communities in conservation. At Waikecha, we bring school children from around to the forest so they can feel the forest, they can sing to the bears, they can plant trees, they can learn about the cloud forest. We often say they are the future, but they are the present. We need to continue building more conservation ambassadors. We also work with local communities, restoring degraded land, headwaters, building corridors, planting trees that the bears and nature needs. One day, I was on my desk checking camera trap footage, and something came in the screen. This tiny little creature is the dwarf deer, about 7 to 10 kilos, Mazama chungi, or as we call in Quechua, Waiku taruca. This creature is hiding, surviving in the same forest and facing the same threat as the Andean bear, but without the same attention. There is no captive animals of this species. It's almost invisible for science. At this moment, I felt something. It's like I found my spirit animal. It's like this little deer was speaking to me and saying, "You are in the right path." This is not just about wildlife. It's about restoring our bond with nature. It's about ensuring that indigenous communities, women, can also lead conservation. It's about showing something that is hidden, that's like the little deer, the forest, like the cloud forest. It's about us working together. This award I dedicate to my family, to my mentors, Dr. Adrian, Dr. Andy, and to my amazing and diverse team, young biologists, young wildlife veterinarians, volunteers, local leaders, interns, and to my beloved working conservation dog, Ukuku. Thanks, Future for Nature, for letting me raise the voice of this little deer about this amazing forest that is the cloud forest. We need to remember that we are part of nature. As humans, we can do so many amazing things. And now is the time that we all work together softly with the same passion, courage, because nature needs us more than ever. Anyay, thank you.